This is a CBS 4 Hurricane Isaias update.
I'm meteorologist Lissette Gonzalez, and Hurricane Isaias making landfall over North Andros Island, Bahamas, earlier this morning as of the 11 a.m. advisory. And as we look at the satellite image, you'll notice that it is a little ragged. It's been battling with some wind shear and some dryer, which we like that, obviously. That helps to at least inhibit any further intensification. And as we look at the Bahamas, still dealing with some torrential rainfall and some very gusty winds. The Bahamas could see 4 to 8 inches of rain. Even parts of Cuba could see about 1 to 2 inches of rain. But we are seeing that Hurricane Isaias is continuing to move to the northwest at 12 miles an hour. It is a Category 1 with max sustained winds of 80 miles an hour. So as of 11 a.m., 40 miles west-southwest of Nassau, and expected to continue moving to the northwest. As you'll notice, and the track shifts a little bit more north-northwest than northeast. So the entire Atlantic seaboard will be closely monitoring the involvement here of Hurricane Isaias. Now, for us here in South Florida, a tropical storm warning remains in effect for Miami-Dade and Broward County, a tropical storm watch for inland and southern Miami-Dade County. Hurricane warning is in effect for coastal Broward County, hurricane watch, I should say. The hurricane warning is for Palm Beach County and areas north of there, and hurricane warnings continuing for mostly the northwestern Bahamas and even parts of the central Bahamas, still dealing with some hurricane conditions, as you'll notice indicated by the orange and red colors, the yellow indicating the tropical storm conditions that extend well out and away from where the center is forecast to be. And as of now, that center is expected to remain to the east of Florida. So at least that is some good news, as the cone has shifted a little bit, but we can't let our guard down completely, especially when that close is a little too close for comfort. And we don't just focus in on the cone, we're focusing on the threat area, right? And the potential that we still could see tropical storm conditions across parts of Miami-Dade, especially Broward County, as we head in through later today and even into tonight. And Palm Beach County is where we're going to see that Hurricane Isaias has made the closest approach here to the coastline, right on the edge there. Yeah, parts of Palm Beach County and northern Broward is still in that cone, and then it lifts to the north-northwest, likely riding up the northeast coast of Florida, then could potentially head towards the Carolina coast late Monday into Tuesday morning before it heads across or near the mid-Atlantic, northeast, and New England areas as we head into the middle of next week. Now, this is the estimated time of arrival for those tropical storm conditions. Keep an eye on that time, and also the direction of the winds, which will be more out of the northeast, and then turning a little more out of the north as we head into tonight. So yeah, it looks like as we head into the evening and tonight is when we're going to likely see some of the worst of the weather, and possibly even through the overnight hours before Isaias finally starts to pull away and move away from South Florida. But in terms of our impacts, the wind is going to be our biggest concern. We could see peak winds of 25 to 40 miles per hour this afternoon, this evening, and tonight. Gusts could reach up to 60 miles an hour. Rainfall 2 to 4 inches for Broward County possible, especially the northern areas. Isolated higher amounts will be possible, and then 1 to 3 inches for southern Dade County. And also the threat for storm surge, since we have that northeasterly breeze, that onshore flow, and that could take up that storm surge from 1 to 2 to 3 feet above ground level from Miami Beach to Jupiter Inlet. In terms of preparations, now's the time to take care of anything, including checking in on flashlights and batteries, because with those gusty winds, we could see some power outages, especially later today when the weather conditions deteriorate and the winds pick up. And because of the wind, you want to secure anything that's loose outside, any patio furniture, any floaties. You just want to bring them in if you can, just to be on the safe side. As for shutters, really not necessary, because winds are expected to remain below hurricane force. So it is cloudy as we look from our Broward camera in Fort Lauderdale, but temperatures have managed to reach the upper 80s because we have also had some sunshine. So that's going to be the deal today. We're going to have a mixed bag of weather, if you will. The radar is going to be active at times, and then other times we may get some breaks as we see these rain bands that are basically going to race across the area and produce some very gusty winds. So Lighthouse Point, Pompano Beach, Deerfield Beach, seeing some fast moving showers. Fort Lauderdale, Lauderdale Lakes, Plantation. Also the rain moving into Aventura, North Miami Beach, Hard Rock Stadium, Miramar, and across Miami, downtown Miami, Little Haiti, dealing with some quick moving showers, and into Homestead right now we're seeing some moderate rainfall. So keep that in mind, and also a couple of showers, mostly just offshore of the Keys. Monroe County has been relatively quiet, but look at the wind already, 20 to 21 miles an hour, and gusts as high as 30 to 31 miles an hour. So it's going to be blustery at times throughout the day, especially as we head into the afternoon. We could see gusts as high as 40 miles an hour or even higher than that. And even through tonight, it will be quite windy and even overnight. So just keep that in mind. It's probably best to just stay inside once we get into the evening and late night hours. And then by tomorrow, we'll start to see some improvement, but it still could be breezy as Isaias pulls away. So today we're talking increasing winds. These gusty squalls are going to move in from time to time and shake things up and bring some quick downpours. And we'll see those winds shifting from the north to the northeast, 25 to 45 miles an hour. Not a day for boating, not safe. Stay in port. Hurricane warning is in effect for the coastal waters. Extremely rough conditions and seas 7 to 9. Also, not a day to be out on the beach, as we'll have that dangerous high risk of rip currents. Tonight, tropical storm conditions. Yeah, we could see some of our worst weather possibly tonight. And then as we head into tomorrow in the morning, still could see some squalls, and then we'll gradually improve. As we head into the early to middle part of the week, well, it's back to our normal summertime pattern. Highs in the low to mid 90s with a chance for some scattered storms. Make sure to stay tuned to CBS 4. Stay connected to CBSMiami.com. Our next update with our chief meteorologist, Craig Setzer, will be at 1 p.m.